Hello YouTube, this is a Satsu 5 and this is going to be a comparison, not a cut test, not a battle blades necessarily, between the Emerson Combat Karambit and the Provoke. I got the cheap FRM Provoke, and I announced that I was going to film this video a long time ago, and in fact one of my viewers said I'm still waiting for the Provoke Combat Karambit video, and I just never got around to it, and I feel bad about that. But there was something that I wanted to talk about and compare the two, not necessarily in their cutting capability, but in their convenience and basically deployment. That's where it starts with me, is deployment, and it ends with closing. I love Karambits because I think they're cool, and I think they have a utility use and a tactical use, and I think they do certain things very well. But the reason why I like the Combat Karambit and the reason why I bought it was because as soon as you draw it, it presents the blade and you're in a cutting position. So as soon as you're at this area or at this distance and someone's this close to you, you can actually cut with it. And that's why I like it. So I have a meat cut test video with this, but it opens that fast. It's one of the fastest deploying knives you can own. And sometimes I'm gonna see if I can induce it to happen. You can draw it like that and it won't open, but you can open it like that. So even if you don't open it with the initial cut, which about 90% of the time it is gonna open, but if you get stressed and you do something wrong and for whatever reason it doesn't open, you still have the ability to open it. But in general, as soon as it, almost cut my pants. As soon as you get right here, you're in the cutting position, and that's why I love this Karambit. It's a little bit different with the Provoke, and this one's a little bit harder to get in the pocket because you have to press on this thing. As soon as you get right here, it's not in the cutting position. I draw this, and I'm trying to go real fast. It doesn't work. Like, I can't get my thumb to press down on the lever and move like this at the same time. And I know this is going to be very difficult to perceive because you're not feeling the muscles that I'm feeling, but it's just, and it didn't even deploy all the way that time. And that's probably the best deployment I've ever had when doing it in a rush, you know, and trying to get a cut, draw, Iaido concept down with this knife. For those of you who don't know, Iaido or Iaido Jiu-Jitsu is the art of drawing and cutting at the same time. So it's just not as, it doesn't work. It's so awkward. And like I said, I'm really trying to open it and cut at the same time. But the main problem is it's not in cutting position here, here, or here. And then when you're right here and you do open it, because you know you almost have to stop the knife in progress in order to open it. Then it's actually at the time, it's at the cutting position, and it just doesn't work for me. Something that's not as important but irritates me is having to close it. When you press on this to close it, I don't know if you can see that, but it indents my skin. Now I might have pansy hands or something, I don't know. No offense to pansies, I guess, but like, it's legitimately uncomfortable to close and to disengage. Now, I want to say some positive things about this. One, it is a very cool Karambit. It's fun to deploy when you're not needing it in a hurry. It's cool. It's a neat design. It's very imaginative, and not only that, the ring is a little bit bigger, so when you want to, like, let's just say for whatever reason you can't open it with your thumb, you can sling it out like that. And you know what? The ring is smooth and big enough. It feels really fun to spin around and stuff. So, you know, not that that's very important, but people who like fidget spinners like Karambits, in my opinion. And so, or balisongs. So this knife is really cool. It's just I don't feel comfortable carrying it as my self-defense knife. I'd much rather have the Combat Karambit. And really, as a EDC knife, closing it with that lever right there is just unpleasant. And so that's the big comparison. Where's my Combat Karambit? I don't have that issue with the liner lock. So if I'm going to carry Karambit, and some of you know that I have an interest in Libre. I've been studying Libre and stuff. Karambits are not normally highly thought of in Libre. But if I'm going to carry Karambit, it's going to be this one. And I love it. So that's it. That's the comparison. Sorry there was no cut test. But if you want to see a meat cut test, look at Emerson Combat Karambit meat cut test. And Ernie liked that video. But anyways, you can watch that and see how devastating this is. I'm a Satsu 5, and I'm out.